So today we're going to be doing a beginner's class, and I'm going to give you a few variations for level 2. We're not going to use any props. And when you're ready, let's begin. Okay, so we're going to start with those feet slightly wider than the hip distance. Well done. We're just going to start with a big roll of the shoulders. Inhale, lifting the shoulders up, bring the shoulders back and then down. Up, back and down. We're just starting to soften the knees. Good. I'm going to do one more. Big breath in. And a long exhale. Good. Okay, so now straighten the legs completely. Take a deep breath. On your next exhale, soften the chest. Let the chin drop and slowly start to roll down through the spine, all the way down to the bottom. And then once we get there, your hands can go to the floor, or your legs if you need some support. You can have a bit of a micro bend on those knees. And we're just going to do a very gentle rock from side to side, opening through the lumbar spine and the back of the legs. You're just really flowing through the two sides. And if you find a tight spot and it feels good, you can hold it there. Good. Let's stop in the center and just nod the head yes and no, releasing those neck muscles, top of the head reaching towards the floor. We're going to bend the two knees slightly and slowly start to roll up all the way to the top. We're going to reach, once you're there, all the way up. We're going to hold on to the right wrist. You're going to pull and get to that side stretch. Now hold it there for a moment. See if you can breathe onto that right rib cage, to the top of that right rib cage. Inhale deeply. Long exhale. Release the arms down. Take a deep breath. Lift your arms up. Hold onto your left wrist. Pull and breathe onto that left rib cage. Long exhale. And then slowly bring the arms down. Big roll of those shoulders. Beautiful. We're going to start with a few squats. So we maintain those legs slightly wider than the hip distance. And we're going to start just squatting down, reaching those arms forwards and then back up. So let's start to connect with the breath. We're going to go inhale down, exhale up. Nice and heavy on those heels. If you can, we're going to try to pick up the heart rate up. So if you can, try to go a little faster. Back of the neck is nice and long. You're looking to the top of your mat. Beautiful. We have 10 more here. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's stay down on the next one. Bring your hands together and a little pulse up and down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come all the way up, back to full range, all the way down, all the way up. And starting to notice how we start to really bring the heart rate up. So just adjust your breath with this. Maybe take deeper breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Let's do 10 more here. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We go down for those little pulses, up and down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stand up, back to full range, all the way down, all the way up. Nice and quick. Working with that breath, really actively squeezing those glute muscles to help you to come up. Engaging through the back of your legs. Let's do 10 more. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and one last set of pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We stand up and we give those legs a bit of a shake. Perfect. All right, have a sip of water if you need to. And we're going to change positions. So now let's open up those legs. We're going to turn those legs out. And we're going to come into a plie. We're going to go down, straight down with that pelvis, and then all the way up. Down and up. So I'm just going to go to the side for a moment, just making sure everyone that we're not sticking the butt out. We're going straight down and then straight up. And then when we go up, we try to draw those inner thighs in and up. So just really feeling that through all this area. And it's just use those pelvic floor muscles as well to help us to come all the way up. So inhale down, exhale up. Good. Kneecaps striking over the middle toes. So my knees are going as wide as my feet. If I can't do that and my knees are slightly in, then maybe you need to bring your toes slightly forwards. That's just a little cue for you. Let's go down halfway on the next one for a little pulse, up and down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stay down. See if you can lift your right heel off the floor. Drop it down. Left heel. Drop it down. Let's keep going. Sink a little deeper if you can. Nice and slow, nice and control, making sure that heel is going up and not up and sideways. So nice and control. Just lift until we make sure that we can maintain that ankle really stable. Good. Once you're even through both sides, let's straighten the legs. Good, just for a little reset. Take a deep breath. Exhale, we're gonna go down, we're gonna stay low. Now let's see if we can raise the two heels up and both heels down. You can also hold on to a wall or something if you need to. Good. Well done. That pubic bone gently lifting up towards that navel. Top of the head reaching towards the ceiling. We have one more. Good. Straight your legs. Have a little breather. Breathe in. Breathing out. And we're going to go back to full range. All the way down and all the way up. This time I'm going to add on the arms. So let's bring those arms up to shoulder level and back down again. Side and down. Good. Breathe in deeply. Beautiful. Let's go down halfway. Keep your arms nice and strong by your side. A little pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's straighten those legs completely. Let's come out from there. Give those legs a bit of a shake. Excellent. All right. So now let's bring the legs together. We're going to go into Pilates B. We're going to raise the heels slightly and then press the two heels towards each other. Okay, so hands on the hips. Just going to bend the knees slightly. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fold forwards and I'm going to come up again. Folding forwards and coming up again. I'm just going to go to the side so you guys can see me. Side. Shoulders back. Good, trying to really push those knees out. Drawing that belly towards the spine. Good. The next one, let's fall forwards and let's hold it. Now reach your arms to a diagonal and then bring your arms down. Reach your arms to the diagonal and down. Really feeling your upper back muscles here, lengthening the arms nice and long away from the body. Squeezing those heels towards each other, feeling that connection with the inner thighs. Let's lift those arms up and hold it. We're going to pulse it up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down and shake those legs. Well done. Okay, so now we're going to separate the legs again. And then what we're going to do is we're going to bring the hip back to the bum. It's a bit of a back kick. And we're going to add on the arms. So we're going to reach the arms to the back. Perfect. That's it. So we're starting to feel that little stretch through the quadriceps as well as we do that. Just lengthening through the front of the body. As the hamstring at the back starts to engage a little more. So to get a little warmer. Good. Let's pick up the pace a little more. Now go down very deep to go to the other side. Perfect. Well done. And I'm trying to open up my arms without really letting go of the rib cage. I'm still engaging my abdominals, maintaining my hips connected to my top rib cage. Let's stay here for 10 more. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Bring your arms into Ginny. And then just a little knee tap all the way. If you can, that's perfect. Tapping those arms with the knees. Beautiful. Now the leg that stays at the bottom stays nice and strong. We don't let the knee bend. So see if you can stand up nice and tall, and then you bring that knee towards those arms. That's perfect. Well done. So now let's take it to the side. So you're going to bring the knee to the elbow instead. We're just going to open up the hip. Very good. We have 10 more. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Beautiful. Separate your legs. Just gonna roll those hips. Just a big circle. Good. And then start to go just a little bigger. Bringing the body all the way down. Good. One more. And then let's reverse those circles. So let's go to the other side. Nice and big. Perfect. And one more. And coming up. Well done. Okay, so we have the last one here. I'm going to go on this side again. So what we're going to do is, we're going to have those feet hip distance apart. We're going to go down into a squat. Then we're going to stand up, and then I'm going to send the right foot back into a lunge. And then up again. Then I'm going to go with the other leg, and I'm going to go into a squat again. Okay, so lunge, a lunge, and a squat. Now, this is option 1. Option 2, to make it even harder, is to incorporate it into a bit of a jump. So you're going to go side, lunge, lunge, and then a squat. Lunge, lunge, and a squat. Good, let's stay here for 10 more. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and release. Good, shake those legs. Well done. All right, so let's come to the end of the mat. Have a sip of water if you need to. And we're gonna come to the end of the mat. We're gonna reach those arms up to the ceiling. Take a deep breath in. On the exhale, release those arms down. Roll the chin down to your chest. We're rolling down all the way. Hands to the floor. We're gonna walk those hands forwards and we come to all fours. Onto your hands and knees. Okay. So knees are directly under the hips, hands directly under those shoulders. We're gonna tuck the toes under and we're gonna pick up the knees off the floor, drawing that belly in and down. Big breath in. Exhale, lift the knees and down. Let's keep going. Up and down. Really pushing the floor away with the hands, rejecting the floor. Make sure you're not dropping your head. Good. Now if you want to make it harder, you're going to bring your legs together and you're going to squeeze your knees towards each other. Good. If you want to make it even harder, lift those knees and hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop those knees. Let's all release in child's pose. Reaching those arms forwards, forehead down, and we breathe deeply. Expanding the rib cage each time we inhale. Very good. We're gonna go back to all fours, onto your hands and knees. Okay, so now from here, we're just gonna take it into a bit of a tricep press. We're gonna come forwards, then I'm gonna go down. I'm gonna hug the elbows in, push yourself up, and that's it. Now, there's one option to make it harder. It's lifting that right leg off the floor. And we're gonna go down and push up. Down and push up. Let's do 8 more here. And they don't have to be very big, those pushes. You can also just do them halfway down. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the leg down if you have it lifted. Let's lift the left leg, lengthen that leg away from the body, and go down. Push up. Down. Push up. Good. Maintaining those hips square to the mat. We have 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring that leg down. We're going to tuck the toes under. We're going to press back to downward dog. Lengthening through the back of the legs. Draw, drop your heels down towards the floor. Just get that little stretch through your calves as well as your hamstrings. Really pushing that chest towards the legs. And then slowly bring the knees back down. Okay, so I have the last position here. We're going to extend the right leg behind. We're going to come into a full plank. And then extend the left leg behind. Okay, so now from here, I'm going to give you a few options. If this is too much, you can always drop your knees and just hold half plank. Otherwise, second option is to stay here. Third option to make it harder, it's bringing the toes to the outside of your mat one at a time. Just a little tap and back to a center. We stay here for 10 more seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop your knees, press back to child's pose. Take a deep breath and breathe into the back of your rib cage. Long exhale. Big breath in. And big breath out. Very good. We're gonna come to those all fours, but we're gonna go on the elbows this time. So let's bring those elbows right under the shoulders. Good, and then knees hip distance apart. Press your hands down on the floor if you can, otherwise palms facing each other. And then from here, engaging those abdominals, let's extend that right leg behind. Let's maintain the two hips square to the mat. We're just going to start with a little pulse up and down. So really squeezing the right glute muscles. And I'm trying to pull the left hip in as well. So I'm not just collapsing on that left side. I'm pulling that hip in and lengthening both sides of the waist. Back of the neck is nice and long. Now lift that leg and we're going to take it into a bit of a rainbow. So we're going to go across the body, we're going to tap the floor, then we lift up and we take it to the other side. Up and across, up and to the other side. Let's keep going. Up and across, up and to the side. Let's make sure that we stay connected to the abdominals. And we're not letting the rib cage pop up. Good. Let's do one more here. And then for the last one, we're going to lift that leg and we're going to do a little circle for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, pull your left hip in, 5, 4 more, 3, 2, and 1, reverse the circles for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the knee down. Let's get out of those shoulders. Let's go to a child's pose. Rest the forehead down. Relax your shoulders. Let's bring the arms by our side. And just breathe here. We're just going to take 3 deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. 2 more breaths. Long exhale. And last one. And exhale. Good. Let's go back to that position. Elbows down on the floor. Let's lift that left leg up. Nice and long. And then just a little pulse up and down. Making sure that that left hip bone, it's down to meet that other front hip bone. Good. And now we lift and we take it to that rainbow. Take it across the body. Lift and to the other side. Lift and across the body. Lift and to the other side. See if you can try to maintain your legs super straight. You pull the knee up to your thigh. Breathe in deeply. We have 5 more here. Last 3, nice and controlled. Last 2. And 1. Very good, beautiful. Let's return that knee. And then extend the leg back. And we do that little circle for 10, for 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reverse the circles. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the knee down. Let's go to child's pose. Release the arms by your side. And we take 3 deep breaths. Big inhale. Big exhale. One more breath. And release. Very good. Okay, so now let's come up, and then we're gonna roll onto our backs for some abdominal work. So let's come and lie on our back with our heels close to the sit bones. We're gonna find neutral spine, and I'm gonna start nice and simple, then I'm gonna start to build up later on. So let's interlace the fingers, bring the hands behind your head, and then curling up. So maintaining the pelvis nice and neutral. Release it down. Exhale up. And inhale down. Now each time we curl up, we draw that belly in. And we use those pelvic floor muscles as well. Drawing in and up to the pelvis. We put a bit of a gentle pressure on the hands with the head, just to make sure that we're not using all these muscles at the front of the neck. Just really relaxing here. Let's come up on the next one. We're gonna add a little pulse up and down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release it down. Breathe deeply. Then we're going to bring the 2 legs up to a tabletop position. We're going to curl up. Good. Now this time, see if you can take your hands off your head and then just curl up a little more. We're going to return those hands behind the head and then release the chest back down. Exhale, curl up. Arms by your side. Curl up a little more. Hands on the head and then release. Now that one's a little stronger. If you're happy to just do little curl ups up and down with your legs in tabletop, you can do that as well. Let's do 3 more here. Last 2. Last 1. And slowly release all the way down. Let's hug those knees into the chest. Out. And rock your legs from side to side. Very good. Okay, so we have 1 more here. Let's bring those legs into tabletop, hands behind the head, curling up. And then we're going to take it into single leg extension. So let's reach the right leg forwards and back to tabletop. Left leg forwards and back to tabletop. And if you want to make it stronger, both legs and both legs in. Keeping that tailbone nice and heavy. And we use that breath. So each time we exhale, we draw that navel back. We don't let the abdominals pop up. Nice and control. Everybody working at their own pace. If you got it and you want to make it faster, you can 100% do that. Otherwise, nice and controlled. If you're doing singles, start to even up. And then we hug the knees into the chest. Rock those legs. Very good. Let's extend the left leg on the floor. Really squeeze that right leg. And now this time we're going to extend that leg up to the ceiling. We're going to hold on the back of the knee, or maybe further up if you can, and then start to pull that leg towards your chest. If you can, maintain your hip on square. And then we really lengthen that leg up, and then we pull. So we lengthen that leg away from the hip. Good, slowly release, squeeze that leg one more time, and release the leg on the floor. Pick up your left leg, squeeze towards your chest. Extend that leg to the ceiling. And hold either at the back of the knee or further up. And good, slowly release. We're gonna hold the shins. We're gonna pick up those legs. Lift your head and your chest. I'm just gonna do a little rock up and down, the rocking ball. And then on the next rock, you just sit up on your mats. Beautiful. We're gonna come to a kneeling position on the mats. How are we going? Okay, perfect. So let's come to kneeling. Yeah, and from here, we're just gonna reach those arms nice and long to the sides. And we're gonna start tilting the body to the right. Now, I want you to start to lift your left leg off the floor and see if you can balance until you bring your hand down on the floor. We're gonna come back through the center and take it to the other side. So nice and control, slowly picking up that leg, bringing the hand down with control. Up again, and other side. Good, well done. Let's do one more each side. And last one. Well done. Next one, we're going to hold it. Good. You can lift that arm here, otherwise it can come on your hip. And then we're just going to pulse it up. Down and up. Down and up. You can come onto your fingertips if the wrist gets a little sore. It's a short set. So down and up. Really pulling that kneecap up towards the thigh. Now we're going to lift up. And we're going to bend the knee into the chest. And we're going to reach that leg nice and long. Bend and reach out. We keep both sides of the waist long, especially your bottom side. And now we're going to straighten that leg and we're going to take it into a little circle for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reverse the circles. Last set. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. With control. Let's come back through the center. That's it. And let's take it to the other side. Perfect. Extend that leg. Good. And then lower and lift. Now, if the neck starts to flare up at one point, you can always look down. And then hopefully that fixes it. Otherwise, you can also just lie on your side. Completely. You can always bring that hand down if you need to. Let's lift that leg and now bending the knee into the chest and then reaching that leg nice and long. Bring it in and out. We have 6 more here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Straight that leg in a little circle. 10, 9, 8. You can do it. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reversal circles for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. With control. Slowly back to the center. Perfect. Well done. Let's just sit on the floor, just for a little stretch. So let's come to mermaid position. Let's have the right leg forwards, left leg back. We're going to take it into a side stretch. Take a deep breath. Exhale, reach up and over. We're going to add a twist here. We're going to reach those fingertips to a diagonal, getting that nice stretch through the lumbar spine. Open up your chest again to the front and push yourself up. And then we're going to reverse the mermaid. And let's do that 2 more times. Big breath in. Long exhale. And twist and reach to that diagonal. Open up again and push yourself up. Reverse. And the last one here, big breath in. Long exhale. Reach to the diagonal. Open up to the front. Push yourself up. Reverse that mermaid. And then release. Now keep the legs in that exact same shape. Just bring your 2 hands in front, interlace the fingers, and then round your spine. Really pushing the air away with those hands. And release. Let's bring the other leg forward. Swap it over. Arms nice and long by your side. Big breath in. Long exhale. Good. Twist and reach to that diagonal. See if there's any difference between this side and the other. Open up to the front. Push yourself up. Reverse the mermaid. 2 more here. Big breath. In. Exhale. Reach. Open up. And through the center to reverse. And we have the last one. Big breath in. Long exhale. Reach. Twist. Open up. Reverse mermaid. Beautiful. Let's bring those hands in front, interlace the fingers, and then round your spine, tuck your tail. Really tuck your chin into your chest. Get that little stretch through the neck as well. Beautiful. And then release. Okay, so now we can come to a kneeling position. And we're going to bring the right leg forward. We're going to take it into a hip flexor stretch. So let's bring the 2 hands on your hips. And then you're going to try to bring your tailbone down. Try hard to bring your tailbone down and lift that pubic bone. So you already get that bit of a stretch on your left inner thigh, hip flexor, and then start to come forwards from the pelvis. Not so much from the chest, but from the pelvis. And then we're going to add a side stretch. So let's lift the left arm up. And then we tilt the body to the right, increasing that stretch on the left hip flexor. Take a deep breath. Let's stay here for 2 more breaths. One more breath. And slowly release. Let's bring that knee down. Let's take it to the other side. So, left foot forwards, hands on the hips, tucking that tailbone, and slowly moving forwards. adding on the tilt of the body, lifting that right arm, tilt to the left. Back to the center, bring those knees down, and that's all done. Thank you.